I'm AP Townley.
And I'm Pre-Gen Character.
And this is Roleplay Culture. Like most millennials, we were raised in a world where Dungeons & Dragons had a dangerous reputation. Now that it has become more mainstream, we're determined to share our love of the game with the younglings in our life.
But where to start? D&D, like most tabletop games, is a very complex system that requires at least some financial investment.
So here's how we introduce the younglings in our life to D&D.
Hook 'em while they're young.
Before we start, the quick disclaimer. This is in no way, shape, or form parenting advice. Every child is different, with their own boundaries, comfort levels, and imagination. What works for ours might not work for yours, so remember to keep the communication open when trying something new with your wee geek-to-be.
Now let us regale you with stories of playing D&D while watching a toddler evolve into a teenager.
Ah, the joyful, loud, chaotic stage of human development. Getting a toddler to participate in any activity requires focus and cool heads. Hard to split your attention between your tiny tyrant and your tiefling tank. So what's a parent to do?
In our party, we treated game night as a slumber party for the youngling. We would set up a little campsite in the game room and provide our little miniature mascot with entertainment and healthy snacks. They were free to interrupt and pull any of the adults that they wanted, and the rest of us would work around their absence until the borrowed was returned.
When it was time for a crucial roll, the DM would offer the little one the opportunity to roll the d20. Our youngling grew to love the table's reaction to the roll, even if they didn't understand why. Soon, they were asking to do the next roll, and the next, and looking forward to the next game night when all of the adults would be at the mercy of the magic math rocks.
As our smallest party member got more communicative, they wanted a more active role in the game, though without being tied to the table. Enter our agent of chaos, Trixie the Wizard. Whenever our youngling felt like participating, Trixie would suddenly appear before the party. The pint-sized player would draw a spell card from the wizard's spell deck and decide how to use it.
Sometimes this would turn the tide of battle, and sometimes it was a rainbow-pooping unicorn. If things got too boring or too intense, the youngling would wander off, and Trixie would teleport away. It made for some very interesting and unexpected sessions.
Our newly literate Lilliputian was getting more interested in playing with the adults properly. But D&D is a pretty hard ask for a little person. Enter No Thank You Evil. No Thank You Evil is a watered-down tabletop RPG designed to introduce primary school kids to RPG concepts like storytelling, role-playing, and relying on the dice.
The best part for the kids is it gives them control over their comfort level. If they get scared, bored, frustrated, or overwhelmed, they can say the magic words, "No thank you, evil," and the game stops.
Our Geek Apprentice played in this adorable campaign with smaller groups of adults, and they really got a feel for playing a whole gaming session, sticking around until the game had run its course. Pretty soon, they were rolling up their first D&D character and going full murder hobo, with parental supervision, of course.
By this point, our tween tyrant was well and truly familiar with the game, even helping their dad devise new DM deviousness to bedevil the rest of us. But what about the kids that didn't get so robust in early geekification? It's never too late to start.
Enter the simplified one-shot. While babysitting a nexus of nibblings, we rolled up a straightforward, self-contained story in a walled city with giant rats, spiders, and slimes. The kids each picked a pre-generated character sheet, and we walked them through a basic gameplay. From there, the game was focused more on role-playing and imagination, with keeping combat being limited and pretty simple, with almost no rules Laurie.
The kids got into the mindset quickly and made the most of their assigned characters. They learned the joy of a nat 20, the annoyance of a failed insight check, and the giddy victory of destroying the DM's carefully laid plans and jumping straight into the boss fight.
Wacky fun.
So we hope you enjoyed our take on introducing your mini-me to the TTRPGs of the world. Be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, smash that like button, Tell us in the comments of your adventures in babysitting and D&D.
And we'll see you in the parlor.